All right, thanks for staying with us. Now, a Nigerian lady identified as Doris Ama broke down in tears in a video she shared on social media after a travel agent gave her a fake visa for 2.5 million. While some are of the opinion that the visa application is easy and can be done independently without needing an agent, we can't help but to feel her plight. The dwindling state of things in Nigeria keeps fueling this jackpot syndrome trend or the trend, and fraudsters are starting or they've been taking advantage of that situation. So we want to ask today, what are your thoughts on this visa scam and this jackpot trend that is happening, right? What's the best approach for it? Now, please, let's hear what you have to say. Remember, you can join the conversation. Send us an SMS or WhatsApp to 081-803-4663. You can also tweet at us at Ways Show Africa 1 with the hashtag Ways Show. We're going to thread us too, that Ways Show Africa. Yes, so I have to put that in my, we have to increase that now. So you have to thread us everywhere. Now, so it's important for us to first of all establish like a foundation for this conversation. Ways is not just any show. We're actually very passionate about young people. We're passionate about the things that affect the Nigerian youth, of course, again, by extension, the African youth. And if you look at the trends, the people that are actually, rushing to get their passports and all of those things are young people just trying to go and get better lives for themselves. And these are the people that have decided, you know what, I don't want to go into fraud styles, I don't want to do anything. A lot of these young people are really, really hell-bent on this, undergoing that jackpot matter, because they just feel like if I go to another climb, I'll do better, I'll earn better income, I'll live a better life, right? So it's a no-brainer. If you go on, especially on YouTube, right, most of those sponsored ads and most of those things that come out on your timeline, you see, how to migrate to Canada. Even on Instagram now, it's getting a lot more, right? How to migrate to Canada the right way, how to migrate to the US. Even now, when Canada decided, you know what, they can convert your visiting visa into a work permit if you're able to get a job. That's something trended so much. In fact, I had to ask so many people. Finally, when I believed that, okay, it is true, was when a friend of mine that lives in Canada told me that, oh, no, now it's possible. You can actually convert your Canadian visiting visa to a work permit. They'll give you a work permit to be able to stay there and work. So why I'm saying all of this is you're young, you're always online, right? I don't know how people still fall victim of visa scam. So I get it, because I've been trying to do some visa applications. Trust me, it's frustrating, especially the US embassy, US visa portal. Like, you're literally filling a form, right? NJ, in 2 seconds, it logs you out. So once you quickly type in your details and everything, just copy your form number. So that, because as it logs you out, you keep on re-logging in. At some point, I got tired. So the last set of applications I did, I had to call my sister that is in the US. Do you know that the thing didn't log her out 1 second? She filled up all the form. I was on the phone with her, telling her the things to help me fill. She was able to fill up the form for me and all of that. I didn't have, because it is really frustrating. And that's why you see that when you go to, especially with the US embassy, if you go to the embassy place, you see all those people, you want to fill form, you want to do this. So there's a thriving market around the bottlenecks that people face in just obtaining a visa. So there's a thriving market for that. So in that thriving market, there are sincere people that will truly help you. Even, are we talking about dates, getting dates for interview? There are sincere people that will truly help you get those things. But in that sincerity, we have like a couple of, a huge number of fraudsters within that space. So how this girl was able to fall victim for this, I don't know. But I can say to anyone, visa application is something that all you need to do is to go online and find out. You will see a lot of information. You understand? Worst case scenario. I don't even know what to say now. Maybe worst case scenario is, now there are certified bodies, you understand, that have like licenses to help you with all those applications. But what are your thoughts? Have you ever fallen victim of visa scam? And what happened?
Well, for me, I haven't. fallen victim.
Because you and the internet, you are one.
For a visa scam before, but I have heard and I've read about, different people who have gotten into that predicament. But for this particular instance, I was wondering, first of all, okay, 2.5 million. I'm wondering what visa application costs that much. Is that 2.5 million for the entire family or just for one person? And then I went reading and I was researching and I saw that, recently, I think in March or so, some, I can't remember his name, I didn't put it down, but he was arrested and he was charged with, I think, 11 counts bordering on forgery, bribery. So he's one of these kind of people who, but unfortunately for him, he got caught. He's a scam. He's a scammer. So he's a visa scammer. That's what they call him. So he's a visa scammer and he scams on Canadian visa. So he tells you, he'll help you out. He's an agent and he'll help you out with your visa application and you pay. And then, when they're questioning you, they always ask you questions like how much you charge and all that. And he charges all the way to 1.7 million for a 1 month visa, Canadian visa. I'm like, it's amazing. It's amazing that people still fall victim for things like this, but we all fall victim for something. Yeah? But for something like this, the information is out there. If you Google, the website to get the application or how do I apply, a lot of people put it on social media. So these things are out there. The information is out there. So the fact that people are always on social media and yet they fall victim for things like this.
This is borderline going back to the fact that we have a poor educational system here.
Yes, because...
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
I think we... how do I put it? Because we're so used to... we're all quite educated here, so it seems very absurd, that you can just Google it and stuff. But you notice that a lot of people they just have a phone and they don't really know the capacity of what you can get from the internet. Like, I recently downloaded the ChatGPT thing because a friend of mine was talking about it, of how he edits all his emails via that. And it will shock you that as far as this thing is spreading, there's still some areas, where it's just phone call or they just get the smartphone and all they want to do is just TikTok. You can see that we have likes and something, but reviews, there are always reviews on things, there are always reviews on even people. So I don't know how, she got into that phase, because you are smart enough to do a video of you crying that has gone viral now on Instablog, but you were not,
and in the video she didn't even tell her story.
Yeah, able to do your due diligence, via just Google, really, like literally just Google, like how much is this supposed to cost? Do you get? And
so let me explain something. Obtaining a date for visa interview right now, some people charge as high as somebody called me sometime last year and said, to get them that he can get dates, blah blah blah, and all that it was going to charge maybe 4 million naira.
That's express. Express.
Wait now, you dey talk say you can Google. Where in the Google will you Google it that it will tell you that it's 4 million naira is the price? Do you understand what I'm saying? What is happening here is that people are taking advantage of the problem that we are facing and then using it because now I have someone that if you want to get a date, she can charge you as low as 200k or 150k. Do you understand? But somebody called me and said, I can give you a date but for 4 million naira. I said, for what? I now said, okay. So in my head I was thinking, is it for the family? No, per head.
I was waiting for you to
per head. I
wanted to ask you, that's for your entire family.
No, for per head. So when he said it, like, do you hear yourself? Like, you literally, I think if I check my phone, I will still see that chat. You literally think I'm that desperate to travel outside of the country and spend 4 million naira just to get a date. A date that I'm not sure.
Desperation too.
Wait, a date that I am not sure that I'm even going to be given the visa. Yeah. Now, that is one. Somebody else also called me and said, okay, there's this something that they're doing with the US, blah, blah, blah. I should come and pay $40,000 to get the visa. I say, for what? Is it? See, I'm the wrongest person to scam, because for me,
$40,000.
Like,
if you have access to $40,000, then I
but no, but wait,
through
but
your
guess
visa.
what? A lot of people are doing it now. What now blew my brain? One of us here, one of the uncles, told me how somebody paid $500,000 for this same Canadian migration something
to get a passport,
and it was fraudulent. Which passport? Canadian migration. So I'm trying to explain to you that this thing.
Sorry, I think
Okay,
it's not adding up now.
Okay, it's not adding up.
It's
We'll take a
actually
break.
not adding
When
up.
we come back from the break, it will add up to you. Stay with us. We'll open our phone lines. I literally want to hear how much people have spent in the name of visa.
Yeah.
Stay with us. You are still watching Ways. The ladies are still arguing whether the $500,000 is a lie or is it true. No problem. So it's our ladies' night out and we're discussing this visa scam. If you've ever been scammed before, or you know somebody that has been scammed, do you understand? Or you are still currently going through a scam, just tell us. You understand? Please, let's hear what you have to say. Remember, you can join the conversation. Send us an SMS or WhatsApp to 081-803-8663. You can also tweet at us at Wayshow Africa 1 with the hashtag Wayshow. You can thread us on at Wayshow Africa as well. Yeah. Our phone line is now open. The number to call is 070250077749. That's the number to call. Remember, turn off the volume of whatever device it is that you're calling us from so we can hear ourselves. It is not ridiculous. And I'm telling you, the person...
It is ridiculous.
Hey, and it's the truth, right? So this guy that calls me up, for instance, that says I should come and pay 4 million naira for a date.
We can still
They hear
accommodate
4
that.
million naira for a date. 4 people would be
can
what?
still accommodate
Wait now, 4 people, 4 times 4 is
people.
what? 16 million.
Yes.
How ridiculous
$16
is
million in
that?
dollars is how much?
No, I'm talking about
I
16 million
used to take
naira.
my entire family out to a holiday somewhere in the seaside.
You know, so I'm trying to tell you, and this one I'm saying it is not now. It's not like today. It was like maybe like 3 or 4 years ago.
The 4 million is let's even let's that's ridiculous. But for $500,000,
Yes. Yes. You know, and you it might sound, listen, it might sound ridiculous to you, but I can tell you for free how much people have paid in the name of relocation, right? The only people that are escaping these things are 2 people. You are patient and the kind of person that is ready to go and do the work, because guess what? All you need is information. And that's why I say that's why I'm very passionate about transformative education, right? Yeah. Because if you have, if you are educated, right, there is no way you will fall victims for all of these kinds of things. Once you are educated, right, a lot of people don't want to do the research. They don't even have all that energy to say they want to go and check on anything.
But you can.
But I can tell you for free, so many people.
No. You can ask the next.
See, let me tell you something.
Ask your neighbor.
Now, with even the current situation
of
how the visa structure is right now in Nigeria, it has even made it worse. Do you understand? It has made it worse. For somebody like me that I am very comfortable, I fill my forms. There's no visa I have gotten in this life. Do you understand? That I've not filled my form myself. I've not done all my bookings or my hotels, my everything I do it, booking on my date, but myself. Do you understand? But when you go onto the app and you are saying, so most of these agents, they've gone to block all those things so that, do you understand? They can get people to patronize them. So how do you expect to beat that? So the only way I think that some of these scams, whatever, can probably pipe down a little bit is if, first of all, they relax some of the bottlenecks within the embassies. Because if I am browsing from Nigeria, right, I would experience a lot of glitches. But if somebody is abroad, that's why now, what people are doing now, I saw it in one of these, there's a guy that his specialty is to help you relocate to Canada and USA. And he's saying it now, I saw it on his Instagram post. He said it that you can actually send your details to somebody living abroad, just like what I did.
Yeah.
They'll help you fill the form. Because it is actually very, very stressful.
But they can still scam you in that one now.
Uh-huh. No, but they can't scam you because at the end of the day, you're the one that will make. No, this kind of things are friends and family. I would never have done that if it's not my blood, my sister. Do you understand?
Scam you now.
If it's not my sister. So I'm saying to you.
The person that relocated does not have any family there or any friend.
So the point I'm trying to make is until this Japa trend, and it's not going to drop anytime soon.
It's not dying down anymore.
Because guess what? As I'm talking to you now, I have like 4 families that are leaving this September.
That's why for me, it's not just being educated; it's being informed.
Yeah,
More being informed. If you're always on social media, there are posts. There are people
news
to follow. If you type in visa application, you see a few people who you can follow on Instagram that just give advice, and then you know what to do. So you see, I understand education. You don't even need education. Half of these people who you call uneducated, who are falling victims, are on social media. They're on Instagram. They're on TikTok. They're posting. And as much as people are posting, social, content, people are also posting informative
content
and educative content. So be informed. See, it's the lack of knowledge is not the excuse that is required.
Ignorance is no excuse.
Thank you. So it's not just you saying, "Oh, you fell victim." It's based on your ignorance. You have the knowledge, you have the power. A lot of these people, where do you get 2.5 million from?
In this hard time.
And then you go and you do not do proper background check. Come on.
So the person that told me to bring $40,000.
Let me know where you stay.
Wait,
where your office is.
Let me explain something to you. You see, let me tell you something. People are forgetting that no matter how informed some people are, I'm telling you that people like us still fall victims for these things. You know why?
Of course.
There is a bit of desperation there. You see me like I did like this now. There's nothing you can do to shake me or rattle me. If I was desperate, I would have gone ahead to make that payment. But I'm not desperate.
To make the $40,000?
Yes. Because the visa, the visa gives me access to a lot of things, and for somebody that you want, for somebody that you want to do so many things, right? You don't mind having that handy, right? And that's why I'm so grateful to the US government, right? Extending our visas to 5 years. I like Canada own. It is the length of your passport that gives you the length of your visa. So it just gives you that, it blocks up your mind that, okay, whenever you want to travel, if there's an emergency, you don't have to start looking for a visa. So that's one side. Desperation, right, is what causes a lot of these things. If I was desperate, I would have taken that offer. But you see, when I started asking questions, desperate in the sense that a lot of these people that have blocked off their mind, first of all, they don't believe that there's anything else that they can make in Nigeria. Like, I can't earn any income again. I cannot do anything again. The only thing I can see myself doing is that if I leave this country, my life will be better. Okay. So at that point, when your state of mind is there is nothing anybody will tell you, do you understand, that will bring you back. And if anybody tells you at that point that, Mary, with only 500,000 naira, I can get you this, I can get you that, Mary, you will cough out that money, even if you're a pauper.
You seriously say 500,000 naira? At least that one is silly.
Mary, even if it was 10 million they called.
No, sister.
Even if they, I'm telling you,
sister.
That's what you're comfortable. Ooh. You don't get it. So you are not.
So you are not comfortable here. No, you are still going to go and scratch.
You are not amongst the people that are their customers. That's what I'm saying. Okay. So when you are at that state of mind where it seems like, you know what, it's either I do this or I die, right? Yeah. Anything at that point that anybody tells you to do, you will do it. So that's where these people are. Now, when this guy asked me to bring that $40,000, I said, okay, no problem. Will it guarantee the visa? No. What will it give me? Well, the thing is there. So what are you doing exactly? Do you know what I'm saying? And you tell me, okay, so do I need to pay everything I want? Yes, I need to pay everything at once before they file in. I say, So you don't have anything at stake. It is all my money that will be. I say, don't worry, I'm not that desperate. I actually like the idea for the visa, but I was not desperate. But guess what? I know so many people that are still dragging now in court on top of that matter. So I'm saying to you that, you see, your state of mind must be ready to say, okay, you know what? Whatever happens, if it works, fine. If it doesn't work, fine. That way you now go through the legal process. And some people are in a hurry. I know people that have taken 2 years to get their documentation, to be able to file and everything. Now they finally gotten their visa. 2 years. Do you understand? Some people say, no. I can get it for you in 3 months. I can get it for you in 1 month. And you say, okay. That's what happens. So all of these things are tied to desperation. If you're not desperate, you can never fall victim of any kind of scam, as far as I'm concerned. NJ, you wanted to say something? Why are you laughing?
See, for me, I still stand by. I don't get it. Yeah, I don't understand it. But on the other hand, I understand your point of view. You know, desperate times call for desperate measures. But I don't have 2.5 million to pay nobody to get me no visas. I'm here, I'm Nigerian, and I'll stay here until I can find my own way out. And I'll make sure it doesn't cost me an arm and a leg and a video on Instagram crying. So I think moving forward, people should try and get informed. It's okay to be on your phone, out of 24 hours, to be on your phone for more than half of the time, but try and get informed. Try and learn something new every day. If you really have the time to save 2.5 million, it means, because this is how I think about it. When you're putting down 2.5 million, or you're trying to save 2.5 million, which is a lot of money, that's a percentage of
for that kind of a girl. Yeah,
do you understand? For that kind of a girl, I won't even do it, and I don't have it to do.
How much more you
for you to do 2.5 million? Listen to this calculation. For you to do 2.5 million just for the visa, you know that after I don't know if they still do those charges where after you've been granted the visa, you pay another sum at the embassy. Yeah. I don't know if they still do that.
No, that's your visa fee. It's not a particular fee.
So after that, you're gonna buy a ticket. So even when you were doing that when you said that 4 million, I was thinking, wait, this thing will buy 1, 2, 3. How many?
I asked the guy. I said, "Will there be ticket involved?" He said, "No, ma. It's just for the." I said,
a package deal.
And I asked him. I said, "People pay this." He said, "Yes."
I would rather do a holiday to Seychelles, go with somebody and sponsor someone. Let's go. Than to wait after
You're
that.
You're talking like this because you have options.
Oh, well, listen. You're going to need to
pray.
Buy a ticket. Wait, now you're going to need to buy a ticket.
Let me tell you, when the time for that,
yourself.
Listen, when the time for that ticket money comes, it will also show up. You are talking like this because you have options. Do you understand?
I have the
you need
option
to
of
put
being
yourself.
a Nigerian.
No, you need to put yourself in the state of mind where these kinds of people are. They have not seen. You know, when somebody has completely lost hope that there is no other option for me, I have to do this. And don't be shocked. Let me tell you something. Don't be shocked. This same girl, right? She does not mind saving money again, but this time around she will try to ensure that it is the right people she's talking to.
No, the problem
to say
is
she
that
wants
her
to still
family
leave the
members
country.
and her friends and people around her, the people who she's going to have to scam to get 2.5 million or to get more money. That's what we're saying. Let's tell ourselves the truth. This girl doesn't look, I'm not saying that she's not working, but she doesn't make enough money to want to put down 2.5 million for a visa. If you're going to school, your minimum school fees, even for a PGD, is like you're looking at anything more than from £5,000 if it's pounds, and that is based on discount. So are you not thinking about your survival? Like, it doesn't make sense. And this is the kind of thing that we keep doing. So you get the visa, you borrow money again, or you have to scam people in order to get money to buy a ticket. And then you get there, and then you become a liability to them, and then they keep coming back to say that Nigeria, and that is the reason why this process will be elongated. Because as much as people want to come, people are going there and giving Nigeria a bad name. So that's the reason why they would hold on to all your passports, so that a lot of you won't be able to travel. It's not because they don't want the airlines to make money, but you're going to their country, and rather than being a good citizen, you're going there and causing catastrophe and adding to their problems.
And I want to say to anybody that really wants to japa, a lot of countries have really, really relaxed on some immigration laws, because they are actually looking for certain kinds of skills. So instead of going through all these people that will scam you, you understand, why don't you check the, if you follow the news, get yourself informed, rightly, like NJ said, right? Get yourself informed, because you can become a truck driver, you can become a farmer, whatever it is that is your craft, is your skill. There are so many countries looking for it. Did you hear that Germany has opened up their borders, to Nigerians as well? Because now they are seeing how Canada is benefiting from it. Because what they are looking for is just that they don't want burdens. They want skilled workers. They want you to bring your capacity, whether it is your work of your hand or your intellectual capacity, to their country and add value to them. And of course, as in adding value, they would also add value to you, because you are paying taxes and all of that. They give you better healthcare, better amenities, better infrastructure. So why would somebody wake up? Because for me to go and pay $2.5 million to a scammer, I know first of all that route was not a legal route. Is there somebody there? Loma, you're live. Hello? I can't hear you. Can you hear us?
Hello?
Can you hear? Yes, you're live.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear us?
Yeah. This is Lawman from Abia State.
Okay.
It is too much desperation. Too much
Desperation.
that makes people to fall a victim of this scam. Too much desperation and not being contented with where you are. A lot of people in this Nigeria are doing well, are making well, they're making ends meet in this country, more than people that are in over. But people here will be thinking that the area is good. Before you know it, desperation will set in. They will start looking for a way to get to that place. Before you know, they fall a victim of scam. They should be contented with what God has given to you. Be contented with where you are. But I want to ask you, my sisters, what will I tell my mother about the meaning of this japa? My mother in Igbo here, japa.
Okay.
How can I explain it to her? If I say that people they japa, the woman will look at me. What does it mean in my language?
Oh yeah,
Thank
now Angie,
much.
help us. Jakpa is Otisalo. Ofesalo. What's Jakpa? Running like you want to run away in Igbo.
Yes, Ndi na Agbafu from Nigeria.
Indi na Agwafu from Nigeria. Indi
Nah.
na Agwaso. That's Jakpa. Indi na Agwaso. Like you want to Jakpa.
You want to run away.
Ofesalo.
Yeah, just people trying to run away from the country to find a better life. That's just majorly what it is. It's just Nigerians always thinking that the grass is greener on the other side. That's it. Until you get there, and then Nigerians are there washing dead bodies and doing ridiculous kind of jobs. Come on. Well, people see, Nigerians need to get to the point where we understand our own authority and our value. We need to stop devaluing ourselves. I know that things are bad in the country, but running away without a plan is as bad as you just jumping off Third Mainland Bridge, because really you go there and you become a liability. You either end up in jail or you end up back in this country with nothing, and you're made to start from the beginning. Meanwhile, you come back to this country and your mates that you left here, who thought you were living prosperous out of the country, they become governors, and then you are back to square one begging the same way you got out.
I think it's also a mindset, because some people would actually rather prefer to be in jail in the Obodo Igbo than suffer in this country.
Because they'll get fed every day.
I mean, do you understand? So it's all a mindset kind of thing,
I don't know why anyone would want to be in that state of mind, but I just hope people can learn from mistakes. At least when you don't have to always, I feel like for me, how I live my life, I don't always have to fall victim. I learn from other people's mistakes so that you don't always have to tell the same story. Make your own mistakes, but
the way they say that people that are living abroad, that they are always falling victim of their relatives when they will send them money to help them build house.
Do you understand?
They're always falling victim of them. They will come back and they will just see foundation.
Foundation.
And that's it. And meanwhile, they've been sending money for 10 years, hoping to see a mansion when they arrive. It's the same thing.
I saw a lady, a video.
You saw that lady
The man.
recently. And with all this real estate company popping up here and there and all of that, where do you see most of these real estate companies? It is they are targeting diasporans. Most of their businesses are diasporans that are buying those properties.
So they are managing.
So you would think that somebody will be smart enough to say, no, I cannot fall victim. Let me go and get. But people still fall victim.
Top real estate companies in Nigeria, like.
You understand? So Google is your friend, right? It's not a cliche. It's actually, there's absolutely nothing you're looking for. Go to YouTube, and you have to find a way to identify the fake accounts and all of those things, because there are ways to always determine this thing. You just need to have that willpower. But please, above all, let's avoid desperation. Is it Sam we have? Quickly, Sam, you have like a minute. They waited for the end of the show to be calling. Sam, you're live. Quickly.
Hello.
Go ahead, you're live.
Hello.
Quickly.
Hello.
Go ahead, Sam. You can hear you.
Hello.
Oh. We can hear you. We have to go. Sorry, Sam. I think maybe the phone lines had issues, because I really would have loved to hear what people had to say about this. But thank you so much, ladies. We had fun. If you've not joined Thread yet, go join and follow all of us.
Ambassador of Thread.
Yeah, I don't become ambassador because I must blow on that app. Since I have not blown on the other apps. This one I must blow there.
Can't miss this opportunity again.
I cannot miss this opportunity. All right, thank you so much, ladies. Now, before we go, ensure you follow us across all social media handles at Wish Africa. You can interact with us further, drop a comment, and more importantly, follow all our engagements on social media, like, share, and invite your families and friends to watch and follow the conversation. Now, if you missed our quote for today, here it is again. There are some frauds so well conducted that it will be stupidity not to be deceived by them. That's so interesting. Very interesting quote. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 8 p.m. as we bring another great conversation to your screen. Ciao.